everybody. Welcome to another episode of Let's Explore with Tom Horne. You've probably been wondering where I've been. The main reason is because the last time I tried to do this video, things didn't go right. So there were two factors why I was missing. So one of them is the wind had something to do with it. The other reason is because of this piece of here. As you can see, this is a tripod. The legs are very small. The other day when I tried to do my Let's Explore with Tom Horne video, it was very windy, and when I set this up, the wind just took it over. So if you know, you know. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, take a look at this video and you'll see exactly what happened. And this is why I was missing in action for quite some time. Welcome to another episode of Let's Explore with Tom Horne. I am here in Forest Park. Folks, what you're looking at here is the receiver. The receiver connects to my external mics. When the wind blew over the tripod, it caused permanent internal damage to the receiver, which caused me not to be able to make my videos, and I need this receiver to work. That video always cracks me up too. There are a lot of people that like that video. So at the end of the day, get yourself a very good tripod and don't get a ditch that and get yourself a stronger tripod that's gonna hold up to the wind. Now, with that being said, let's get started with my Let's Explore with Tom Horne. Okay, let's try this again. Welcome to another episode of Let's Explore with Tom Horne. I am the host and the creator of this show. Today's segment is going to cover my little furry friend. He is my partner. He was my partner when I was a police officer. Thanks to the Springfield Police Department of Springfield, Massachusetts, my hats go off to all of you guys. Make sure you stay safe out there. So I want to introduce my canine partner, my furry friend, to the world. I'm not going to tell you his name. I want you to guess his name. So I'm going to give you some clues, and we're going to see if any of you can find out or guess what his name is. Now, for those of you that know his name, please don't spoil it for the others. So the first clue is his name begins with N-A. Can you tell me what his name is? Again, folks that know his name, please don't spoil it for the others. There'll be other clues as we move on. Here's a little fun fact. Did you know that most dogs, if not most, all dogs, have the mentality of a 3-year-old from the time that they're born all the way to the time that they expire at the end of their life? So you have to talk to your dog and treat your dog as if he was a 3-year-old. I give him the best treatment throughout his entire life. So I was an active police officer for 32 years, and out of those 32 years, every week, you weren't supposed to move. Nope, 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 back over here. Nope, back over here. Plutz! Stay, good boy, stay. When I was an active police officer for the past 32 years, I went to work. Prior to my retirement, I went to work with my canine partner. As you know, I was a canine officer. And I got a paycheck at the end of the week. My dog didn't. However, he was even luckier than me. His paycheck was this ball that he got every single day. And every time that I gave my dog a command, as long as he did it correctly, he would be rewarded with this toy. Good seats. Good seats. Good seats. Good seats. Boy. Stay. He did everything that I wanted him to do. So he's going to get rewarded his toy. Okay. Good boy. There. Plutz. And there you have it. Folks, always, just a reminder, don't forget to put a like on this video and don't forget to subscribe to this video. So the next clue is my dog's name has 3-letter A's in it. Stay. Have you guessed? So in the future, plan on seeing me and my furry friendly canine in future videos. Okay, folks, we're about to go on a hiking excursion and we're going to do some exploring. I want you to come along with us while we do this exploring. So we're going to see what we see. And with that being said, the next clue, there are 3 syllables. Don't forget, the dog's name begins with an A. There are 3 A's in his name. This German Shepherd was trained in building searches, tracking, article searches, obedience, and handler protection. His specialty was tracking. Did you know that a canine sense of smell is more intense than a human sense of smell? Hence the reason why we use our dogs for tracking. The dogs are able to track by using the ability to smell somebody's clothing, the type of dye that's in the clothing, the type of lipstick that a person might be wearing, the type of lotion, all the way down to the type of shoes that they're wearing, which might have come from whatever animal. Most canines are used in many police departments to help locate bad suspects and people that might be lost who might have wandered away from a nursing home. That includes missing children or missing persons. But before I end this segment of Let's Explore with Tom Horne, I'm going to give you the last and final clue. My dog is named after a famous jail. A famous mobster by the name of Al Capone spent some time in this jail. If you're not sure, do your homework, look it up, and once you find that out, type in the comments and let me know what the name of this dog is. This canine was also used in an exercise that's called area search. Area search basically is if we have a suspect that flees into a large wooded area, the officers would then give the command that we do have a canine on scene, hoping that the suspect will give his location up. If the location is not given up by the suspect, then the dog is deployed into the wooded area. And the dog is able to find the suspect by using the most freshest human scent. And we also use the wind to our advantage. Okay, so folks, if you haven't guessed, here is the final answer. The name of my canine is Alcatraz. So if you guessed Alcatraz, you are very correct. I hope you didn't fast forward this video and cheat just so you can find out the name of my canine's dog before you were supposed to find out. But his name is Alcatraz. So folks, as always, I always try to include some type of history in some of my segments of Let's Explore with Tom Horne. So right behind me is the tomb of Everett Barney, his wife and his son. If you don't know, Everett Barney is the one who invented the roller skates right here in Springfield, Massachusetts. For those of you that figured it out, yes, I am in Forest Park, located in Springfield, Massachusetts. Forest Park sits right alongside Interstate 91, which takes you north up towards Vermont, south going towards Connecticut. So it has been told that Mr. Everett Barney wanted to donate all of this land, it's 735 acres of land that he used to own. He wanted to donate this to the city of Springfield, and now we call it Forest Park. Okay, this concludes this episode of Let's Explore with Tom Horne. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. And next time that you come, we'll see what we see. Before I go, say goodbye to Alcatraz.